everyone, and welcome to Fox Checks. Today, I'm going to be going to another holiday event. This one is called Holiday Road, and it is located in Calabasas. So, let's get going. We are in the middle of the mountains right now in Calabasas, and there is just one lane going one way, one lane going the other way, so watch out. And this is where we enter the ranch, you guys. Make sure if you come that you bring a big jacket and like some gloves, a beanie, because it is really cold here, you guys. It is in the middle of the mountains. It's like 35 degrees here. So if you come, make sure you come prepared. And when you enter, they actually have designated lanes with your time slot. So if you show up early, you start making line early. This is not like other events where you could cheat and show up earlier. If you are scheduled at 8:30, that is what time you are gonna line up at so that you enter at your designated time. And right here when you enter, we got the Grinch looking evil. He looked like he about to come up on my presents this year. And gotta watch out with him. And this is where they scan your tickets and verify that you're in the correct lane. If you guys come, make sure that you come with plenty of time, because I was scheduled at 9 and I actually didn't even go in until like 9:30. So I did show up at 8:30, so I almost waited from 8:30 to 9:30 just to go in. But the good thing was that they did put some nice attractions on the sides, like this nice penguin here, and I love it, you guys. Like, someone actually looks like they drew it and they painted it, which is pretty cool to see. And there goes the Grinch. What's up? Trying to be friendly so he doesn't steal my presents. But there goes another little elf. And look at this elf, man. He's got a big head, but he looks cool. And there you go. Look at Mrs. Claus with some cookies. And we could see Mr. Claus in the background. And some people did bring their pets. You are allowed to bring your pets as long as they stay in the car. And this guy brought them. He was happy. He even decorated his truck, you guys. That is dope. And I should do that for my car. So after an hour of waiting in line, you guys. And look, there's a bunny. After an hour of waiting, there's the truck with the Holiday Road logo and a tree in the back. And I really like this to start. And of course, there's some trees on the side that are lit up. And I really like this at the beginning. And of course, this is a ranch, so there's plenty of open space. But let's see if they take advantage of that. And first off, look at this tree. I'm already getting impressed. It is filled with a bunch of Christmas lights. Look at this pine tree in the front. From the bottom of the trunk all the way to the top, it is filled with Christmas lights. That is freaking awesome. And I like the way the colors look. It looks really nice on the pine tree. And over to the right, I'm already looking at this other tree that has like some spotlights with the green and the red. It's basic, but it looks cool. Like it just matches. And this is the entrance. This is the first section we're going in. It's called Holiday Road. And look at these lights. Look at all this white on the trees, on the trunks. And look at those little lights that are like dripping down, like, and the snowflakes. They don't have any light, but they still look cool. This whole section, and the bushes on the left-hand side have little lights on them. And I'm just looking at all the white on the trees, you guys. It looks really awesome. And there's no lights up at the top, but that's okay, because the way the trunks are and the way that there's lights all over, look at this. Those LED lights look so awesome. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, and I'm already excited. And here goes the next section. It says Season's Greetings. And there is some big candy canes that are lit up. And there's a nice little tunnel with some white lights and some white stars at the top, which is pretty cool to see. I like it. Whoa, they're not even stars. They're like some pointy, like, star thingies. I don't even know what they are, but they look really cool. And I like this tunnel. It's peaceful. It's got those green decorations. And I like it, the way they mixed it in with the lights. It looks pretty interesting. And of course, the little cousins, they were excited with the sunroof here. They were just enjoying it. And look at the way they decorated the lights on the sides of the fence. I like that they put it to continue the theme of the tunnel, which is really nice. And right here on the right-hand side, look at these bushes or trees. I'm not even sure what they are, but I like the sign, like the net. It's like a net with lights. It looks really awesome. Like, if you just look at it, it's like mesmerizing, and I really enjoy it. It's basic, but the net, I like the way it looks. The lights with the net looks really awesome. on these bushes slash trees or whatever they may be. And now we're gonna look at the left hand side. Here goes a big giant star and a little star, and we got a candy cane, which looks really cool, with like some 3 presents. And I like the lights on these things, man. They look really awesome. There goes Santa's sleigh. Santa's missing, but maybe he's on his lunch break. And look at this reindeer. He's got such a big bow for him. That's so cool. I like that. And of course the big reindeer has a big bow also. And look at this star slash snowflake. It looks really awesome. And you know, when you're seeing this in person, it's really cool to see like these life-size attractions. And now we're coming up to like, it looks like a little town that you would find in the North Pole. So let's see the left hand side. So we got a bunch of Christmas trees and they're decorated with lights. And we got these little things sticking out also. Looks like they're like some, I don't know what they are, but they got some Christmas lights on them. And the first house here looks like it's a little house with some Christmas lights. They decorated it. They're waiting for Santa. They got a little railing with some designs, followed with some more Christmas trees. And look at this next house. I like the blue. Blue always looks nice with Christmas lights. They decorated around an outline of their home. And this next house is kind of basic. They make shoes, looks like, but they decorate it. And look at this next house. They painted like a little tree on the window, which is pretty nice. They don't have Christmas lights, but that looks cool. And this last house has, of course, some Christmas trees and some Christmas lights on it. And on the right hand side here of the town, we got some more Christmas trees here with a little tower with a clock. So I'm guessing this is like a town square in the North Pole, which is pretty cool. I enjoy it, and I like the white on these Christmas trees. They're really big. The Christmas trees in person, if you were to see them, they're really huge, and I think that's good so that everyone can see them. And the first shop right here is a toy shop where they make toys, and they got little Santa toys. They had a bunch of toys on the window here, which was a really nice design that I really liked. And this next house, it says it's a tavern because Santa needs to drink a little too when he's off, you know, something to lighten his mood. And here we had some people singing, you guys. It was 35 degrees and they were singing in microphones. Thankfully, they had some heaters, but they were going at it, and that was really cool to see, you guys. You know, some Christmas music to get you in the spirit. And look at this tree. Wow. Look at the colors. It is decorated all the way to the top. That was such a cool thing to see in person, you guys. Like, the video did no justice to that tree. But to the left hand side, we also see these trees that are lit up with a lot of different Christmas lights that are colored, and they're mixed in with like Christmas trees that have some white lights. So I like this blend. And again, look at that tree. Like, from head to toe it is covered. And look at this tree. My God, it looks so amazing, you guys. This was like the tree of life. When you're seeing this in person, look at all these lights, and then it has lights hanging. It has lights hanging from it, and it looks so awesome. I like the way they did it with the white. The white on this tree looks so amazing. And like, everything is covered from the tree. And of course, se cayó la esfera, and they just didn't put it back. Here's another esfera. They were probably too heavy to go on that tree. But again, you guys, just look at the tree in the background, you guys. I called it the tree of life because it was humongous. Humongous. And the video does no justice to it. Like this place really did a good job decorating it. And of course, a bunch of spheres that fell on the ground that they did not put back because they were just probably so big. And of course, they forgot to put these huge Christmas lights on the tree. And I don't know if they probably couldn't find somewhere to plug them in, so they just didn't put them in because that one is a big outlet. And again, another esferas fell all the way to this side over here. But I like seeing them. They got a little spotlight and they're glittery, which is pretty cool. And look at this huge teddy bear with a Santa hat and his scarf with the red and the white. Looks really cool. I really like it. And here goes the Grinch. Look at him. He's trying to steal the letters that all the kids wrote to Santa, man. Bad Grinch. Bad Grinch. but he's cool. He's just standing there like, I'm not doing nothing. And on the right hand side of where that big white tree was at, they had a little train here with a religious symbol, which was cool, and some big lollipops here for all the kids that were good, and some trees and some gas, of course. And then we had a cart full of like a bunch of presents, because I mean everything doesn't fit in Santa's sleigh, so of course he needs help from the train. And is that a snowman driving? A snowman is driving the train. That is really cool. I didn't notice that. And there is smoke coming out of it, you guys. They got smoke coming out of the train. How cool is that? They really went above and beyond on that train. And we got a polar bear here with a scarf because he is cold in the North Pole. And I like this reindeer. Look at this reindeer. This reindeer looks so cool. I really like it. It looks like a cute little reindeer. And I'm pretty sure the kids are gonna love it. And another esferas. I'm telling you guys, these esferas fell from the tree, but they were supposed to be hanging on it, I guess. And look at these trees. Again, it's basic, but I like that they put some spotlights at least. And they kept the same theme of red and white, which is nice. Like, it's basic, I know, but it really helps with the overall design, and it doesn't look empty. And in this next section here, it looks like this is like the little elves where they live at. Because look at the little elf right there on the left hand side. Look in front of this house, there is a little tiny elf. So I'm guessing this is where the elves live at. And look at these elves. They really have some nice designs for their homes. Like, they're so cartoony, but it's so cool. I really like them. And it just shows you that, look at all the elves on the tree. I didn't even see that when I was there, but there was a bunch of elves on the tree. And look at these houses, like all the elves are just chilling, you know. They're probably waiting for it to be Christmas already, so they can load up all the presents into Santa's sleigh. And we come into this next section here. Look at these big lights, and they look really cool. I like them. I like the way they put a spotlight, like a white spotlight on them, so that you can see the color of the light. And this says Santa's workshop. So look at all the elves. Look at them chilling, because they probably are done like making all the toys for all the good kids out there, and they deserve some rest. And look at this tree. It doesn't have any lights, but they put some ornaments on it, and that's so cool. I like that. We got a sign that says North Pole, and this is Santa's mansion right here. Let's look at it. Esferas, estrellas, reindeer, some soldiers in the back, candy canes. Look at his mansion in the back, man. Look at those Christmas presents, like just like laying there. They're so cool. And they didn't light up the tree in the back, but I think that's okay, because look at the bottom. They put some white on the bottom, and there goes Santa saying hi to everybody with these big candy canes here, and the esferas, and these toys, and some more soldiers protecting the toys. And look at this big tree with the big star at the top. And look at the esferas. Look at the esferas on the tree. You can see them, and that is so cool. They look like apples on the Christmas tree. And we have Mr. and Mrs. Claus on the bottom. Look at all those presents they have to deliver. Wow. Wow. They really have a hard time. And on the right-hand side of Santa's mansion, they had this Christmas tree kind of thing with like a bunch of Christmas lights, which was cool. And I like seeing that there, because like it was in the middle, and it was just that. So it had its own moment to shine. Do me a huge favor, you guys, and make sure you hit that like button down below. It helps me out big time. And don't forget to subscribe, because I'm gonna keep putting videos of other holiday drive-thru events that you're gonna want to go check out. Up next, we got another building here, and this one had a lot of soldiers here on the right hand side and on the left hand side. They must be protecting something very valuable. I'm guessing a bunch of presents. But look at the way they're lit up. Even the soldiers here, they got like Christmas lights on them, which is really cool. That way you see them. And of course, the Holiday Road sign at the top. And at the bottom, they have a bunch of Noche Buenas, which is really cool to see. Like just a bunch of them on the ground. And it goes with the overall theme of the building, which I like. And on the right hand side, look at these awesome flowers that they got here. A nice little design. This is supposed to be water, I'm guessing. And they got like these swans there that look like they're in love. And they got some nice like colorful colors on them. Look at the trees on the back. They got like purple spotlights on them. So I like that little design they included. It's really nice to see like a little bit of everything. And the colors there were awesome. Now we get to where all the polar bears are at. And this is probably their section where they kick it at. They got their white trees, some snowflakes, And look at all the polar bears here. They're just chilling. And they're up in the mountain. And I like the way they laid like some white in the bottom. That way, like, and look, there goes a penguin from Happy Feet. It looks like dancing. Because, you know, they did have music here, you guys. Every section had like different music, which was really cool. So every time you went into a new section, it had a different soundtrack. So it made you feel the overall theme, which I really liked. And look at this tree while we're transitioning. I like that they put some lights hanging from it. It looks really nice. And they put some blue like spotlights on the tree, or white in this case, that really like gave the tree a different look. And now we're coming into a different tunnel here. This tunnel has a bunch of lights. Just look at them. I'm looking like at white, some blue, and it looks really cool. Like it's really nice, and I like the blue colors with the white. Looks really awesome. And look at the cousins enjoying the little sunroof at the top. They really like this event, you guys. If you have kids, they're gonna love it. Bring them. And if you can't take them because, you know, it is a little pricey, then they'll enjoy the video too, you know. But up ahead, when we get out of the tunnel, look at the trees. They all have different spotlights with different colors. So I'm looking at orange, at green, at some red. So I like that spotlight, you guys. It makes this place look so much better with it. Like if it wasn't there, it'd be kind of empty. Like on the right hand side here, we got some candles, which look awesome because they're lit up. And we have a car here, a little wagon that went to go buy like their Christmas tree, and it's at the top of their car. And here goes again, like a typical household in the US, the way we all decorate with a Christmas tree and a chimney and like a bunch of like different Christmas ornaments, holiday ornaments, whatever you celebrate, with some snowman. And there goes Santa outside posted. And I like this one. This is like the typical household that you see. So it kind of reminds you of your own household, which is pretty nice that they include something like this in here. And on the left hand side of where the typical household is at, they did have this tree that had a bunch of lights on it. And I really liked it. It didn't have any leaves on it, but that's why they put a bunch of Christmas lights on it to give it some life. And even the fence here on the left hand side, they also decorated it with a bunch of lights. And again, I like that they did this. They did this a lot. They didn't leave too many areas empty. So you always had stuff to look at, which was awesome. And again, like if you were on the left hand side or on the right hand side, you were still able to see things, which is really cool. So right off the bat, I see a bunch of white. There is just white lights in this section, which is not a bad thing. And it's a good thing. I like seeing white decorated on stuff like this reindeer with white. And look, you can even see their little muñito, color red. And they got these little things sticking up from the ground with some white lights on them. And it looks pretty cool. And we got a reindeer in the back right here. He is like laying down on the ground chilling. Maybe he's tired. But I like these reindeer. And of course, having the little muñito on them looks really awesome. And on the right hand side again, they did have something different. So on the left hand side, they had reindeer. And on the right hand side, they got some bears, which is really awesome. Look at these bears with some white lights on them. And of course, they got their little scarf, a red scarf, which is cool that they're keeping with the same theme. And of course, there's big bears and little bears. And that's really awesome. A little family there enjoying the little holidays that we're celebrating right now. And this next section, again, I like the way they put spotlights on the trees, you guys. Like even right here, it's basic to just put like a blue-white light, but it looks nice. So I like this, and it lets you appreciate the trees. When do you see those type of trees in LA? But look at these lights again. I really like these white LED lights that they are using a lot, and they look really awesome on their trees. And I like seeing the way the trees light up with Christmas lights. Like it's so awesome. Even like this next section, it looks like they use a bunch of those like Christmas lights with the nets, and it looks awesome on the trunk. And they even decorate it up at the top with some more white lights, which is awesome. And look at this, we got snow that is gonna be blowing on us like if we were really in the North Pole and it was snowing. And look, they got two snow machines, which was awesome, so that you really feel that Christmas spirit, you guys. And I really like the way they have a bunch of snow, because when I passed through my car, like it really felt like you were in the North Pole. And look at my cousin. He was over here eating the snow, but little did he know it was actually soap. Then he was like, it's nasty. And I was like, yeah, dude, it's snow. What do you expect? And now on the left hand side here, where it was snowing, they got a little snowy setup with like a bunch of white snowflakes and a bunch of trees. And again, look at the design here. So the trees have white on them, and it keeps with this theme of it snowing in this area. And look at this snowball with the snowman on it. That is really cool. And of course, there was a big globe with penguins inside of it, and it was snowing in there. And again, look at the snowman on the snowball with like a little face. And I like that they keep up with this theme of the Christmas trees being white because it is snowing. And again, that little section there was really awesome because it was snowing on the right hand side, and on the left hand side the trees had snow on them. So again, they were really creative. And look at this next section. Even when we're transitioning, they still put lights on the left hand side, some red and some white, and some of the trees have a red spotlight or a white spotlight. And again, this is so cool because it still keeps you in the Christmas spirit. And you know, you're not just going through like an empty section. Nah, look at this tree at the top. It's got a red spotlight and it looks awesome. It gives you something to talk about. And in this section on the left, they did put some red on the bushes, which is nice. I like that, that they put still some Christmas lights. And I really like the design here, you guys. The red and the white looks really awesome. I've never bought red Christmas lights, but I'm gonna have to consider buying some because now that I see them, I'm seeing that they actually look pretty nice. And on the left hand side here, we got a little religious symbol here, and I like it. It's really cool. If you know anything about religion, this means a lot to people who believe in that, with the little bebe and all that, right? I think this is Catholic, right? Which is really cool. And here goes another more religious symbols with, of course, some blue trees. I really like the blue lights. It looks really nice on the trees, and it makes them look different. And it even got like a little blue spotlight on one of the trees. And look at the trees at the top here. They got like a spotlight that's like purplish, greenish. So right now when you're going through this tunnel, it gives so much more light to the colorful tunnel right here, It's with the theme of the tunnel that the trees are reflecting on it. I don't know if that made sense, but it's still really awesome, and I really enjoy this tunnel. I like the way it had like these neon colors type of things, and they did have like some music to dance with, which was really cool. And of course the cousins are enjoying every single second. And we get to Gingerbread Lane, and look at this last section here. Look at this lit up tree with the trees on the back and the gingerbread house in the front, and the lights in the back, and the trees lit up in the front. And look at all these little gingerbread houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But look at the back, you guys. Look at the trees. Again, there's a spotlight that's green, purple, reddish, and it just looks so cool when you stop and look at it from like far away. And of course, the gingerbread houses have lollipops, they have candy canes, and they lit up this tree right here. And just to keep up with this Christmas spirit, because it's Gingerbread Lane, and I'm pretty sure they wanted everything to have that Christmas spirit. And look at these spheres. Estas esferas that look like spheres, and they have like lights wrapped around it. It's really cool, and I like it. And look at these gingerbread family. Look at this gingerbread family right here. They are so happy. It's a baby with the mom, the dad, some lollipops, a candy cane. And look at this merry-go-round made out of gingerbread. It's so cool that they kept with the theme of it being Gingerbread Lane. And now we got gingerbread families. Like, it's so awesome. And look at this little tree here with a bunch of lights. It's really awesome. And just looking at all this, you guys, like, you really have to go back and enjoy it because there was just so much going on. Lollipops, the gingerbread houses, the families, the way they dressed them, the way they used the colors on Gingerbread Lane. And look at this, like, look at this tree and these gingerbread. I wonder if they're like actual ginger, or they're just like, I mean, they look kind of real to me. When I was there, they look like they could be real gingerbread. I mean, I'm not taking a bite out of them, but just something to think about. And there goes the exit, you guys. But before we leave, let's take a look at the right hand side. Because look, they had some trees on the right hand side of where Gingerbread Lane was at, and they still decided to decorate them. Like, they didn't need to do this. The left side was already overwhelming, but they did do it. And on the exit, they did put some more Christmas lights, telling you guys bye, exit. Remember to turn your headlights back on. And the Holiday Road logo, you guys. It's really cool that they still kept, putting lights even though you were leaving. I really enjoy this. it just goes to show you that this wasn't an event they just threw out of nowhere. They actually kind of thought of what they were doing. You guys saw my cousins in the video, so let's see what they thought about Holiday Road. What did you like about the event?
I like they said gingerbread land.
Gingerbread Land? And do you give this event a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
What was your favorite part from the event?
I liked that there was a lot of lights, and they even decorated the trees. Not like the other one.
Do you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
It's time for the verdict, you guys, and I'm gonna be giving this place 5 out of 5 stars. And the reason I'm giving it 5 is because it was so awesome, you guys. They actually thought a lot about how they were gonna design this place when they were doing it. They didn't just throw stuff out of nowhere like, all right, let's put this here, let's put this here to see if it works. It looks like they actually had themes going on in every section, and I really appreciate that. I was a little worried that I was gonna drive an hour and 20 minutes and be disappointed, but thank God I wasn't. Everything was awesome at Holiday Road. If you come, you're gonna enjoy it. Make sure you bring like 3 sweaters because it is freezing, you guys. It's like 35 degrees, but other than the cold weather, it was amazing. I like the way they lit up every single tree with a bunch of colorful lights, white lights, whatever they did. It all looked awesome. I'll put the link down below in case you guys want to go buy tickets and the dates that this show runs so that you guys can go check it out also. Finally, this was Delafox Checks, and I approve of Holiday Road in Calabasas.